After more than 20 strikes against South American drug boats, President Trump is now making bold comments about what's next for Venezuela.
In recent weeks, you've been working to deter Venezuelan drug traffickers, of which there are many. Of course, there aren't too many coming in by sea anymore, if you probably noticed that. We've almost stopped. It's about 85% stopped by sea. You probably noticed that. People aren't wanting to be delivering by sea. And we'll be starting to stop them by land also.
By land. Let's bring in Ryan Berg. He's the head of Future Venezuela Initiative at the Center for Strategic International Studies. Ryan, the president there making it pretty clear where this is headed, but how do you see it unfolding?
Good morning, Griff. Great to be with you. Look, the president has said before that land strikes could be next in Venezuela. Yesterday, there were reports, unconfirmed still at this point, that the president and the dictator of Venezuela, Nicolas Maduro, have already held a call that was last week. He's saying this week, once again, that land strikes are likely in Venezuela. So I imagine that that call didn't go particularly well. And the Navy currently has about 30% of its deployed force in the Southern Caribbean. So everything to me, Griff, tells me that we're trending in the direction of seeing land strikes on drug targets in Venezuela rather soon. And I imagine that that call yesterday that was reported on, still unconfirmed, between President Trump and Nicolas Maduro didn't go particularly well. And I imagine it's because there's really not much to say to a guy who stole an election last year and refuses to leave office if he's not actually willing to leave office.
Well, and Ryan, you study this every day, so you fully understand the larger context of all this. These strikes started back at the beginning of September. They've continued, and as you point out, the Carrier Strike Group 12 is now in the Caribbean with the USS Gerald Ford, the largest carrier that we have. There's quite a bit of firepower there. But do you see the larger picture is ultimately hoping that Maduro will somehow just walk away before we have to move this into the direction of escalating it to land strikes?
Well, Griff, I think the point of the call, if it did in fact happen, was likely to give Maduro this ultimatum that exactly how you speak of it. This is your chance to negotiate your exit. If you don't negotiate your exit, we're going to escalate to land strikes. Again, 30% of the deployed force for the U.S. Navy in the Southern Caribbean. It's a significant amount of firepower. And the moving of the USS Gerald R. Ford to the region, I think, is one of those crossing the Rubicon moments. You don't move a significant piece of equipment like that, a carrier strike group and her associated escorts, if you don't intend to put real options on the table, Griff, for the president to consider, which involve her use. So you could see land strikes against targets that are purely drug trafficking in nature, or you could see land strikes against targets that are at the heart of that state criminal nexus that we always talk about in Venezuela, the way that the Venezuelan armed forces help this criminal regime to move drugs.
Yeah, the Cartel del Soles, or Cartel of the Suns, they're named that because of the gold sun-like epaulets that the Venezuelan generals wear. They are being pointed to as being the leaders of that. Last question, I only got a few seconds, but we've had Marina Corina Machado, the opposition leader, on this show many times with my co-host Rachel Campos-Duffy. Do you believe that she could actually take over the country and bring Venezuela back to democracy?
I think it's a possibility, Griff. I think the theory of the case is that once you start hitting targets at that state criminal nexus, which implicate the Venezuelan armed forces, they could realize that the game is up, Griff, that their loyalty is not with Maduro any longer, but that the best chance that they have of survival is to actually get on the side of a democratic transition. And if that's the case, it's anybody's guess what happens. But the great thing here is we have a government in waiting. We have Maria Corina Machado. We have Edmundo González Urrutia. Venezuela had an election last year, and there's legitimacy there for the opposition ready to take over.
Well, and we will be following it very closely. Ryan Berg, thank you very much.
Thanks for having me on.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.